What's going on, guys? Pancakes here, and bringing you a game of Team Deathmatch on Showdown. But before I get started, I'd like to first of all thank CNanners for mentioning me in his most recent video. It was very nice of him, and I very much appreciate it. And my class setup this game is the AK47 with no attachment, and perks Bandolier, Stopping Power, and Deep Impact. I've received quite a few questions recently as to why I don't use attachments on some of my guns. And the reason is because on some of the guns, attachments actually hurt the weapon. For the gun I'm using here, the AK47, using attachments on it, with the exception of the ACOG, actually reduces the damage that the gun does at a distance. I believe putting a red dot sight on it decreases the damage from 40-30 to 40-20, which might not seem like that big of a deal, but a lot of the times that extra bullet can make a difference. So I wouldn't recommend using the red dot sight on it. Certainly not the ACOG, even though it doesn't hurt the damage, because the ACOG's pretty much a terrible attachment anyway, and I wouldn't recommend using it on any gun, including the M40A3. You're better off with a rig scope on that gun. And yeah, that's pretty much why I don't use attachments on the AK-47. You can use a silencer, because I figure, you know, if you're using a silencer, you're probably not going to be shooting long range very much, but even then, you know, I don't usually use a silencer on the AK-47. But that's all up to preference. The AK-74U is another example of that, and I believe I outlined that in my free-for-all video, which I think was free-for-all 6 or 7, I don't remember. It was the one on strike. And like I said before, attachments on the 74U increase the hip-fire spread, which on a submachine gun is really something you want not to have. So no attachments on that gun. I don't use any attachments on this gun. That's just kind of what I like to do. My basic strategy for this map is to kind of control the top here and shoot people as they come in, because you will find that usually the team that controls this top area is the team that wins on this map. And I know a lot of you who are watching this video probably already are aware of that and already employ that strategy, but I figured I'd mention it anyway. It's also important to note, though, that your team tends to play a big role in this map, because this is one of the easiest maps to get spawn camped and spawn killed. And what you just saw there was an example of me being too aggressive. And what I should have done is I shouldn't have ran down there and tried to go for the kill like that, because as you saw there, I got shot from behind. So I should have played it safe. I would have had one less death. But unfortunately, sometimes I'm an idiot, so that's what happens. Anyway, as I was mentioning, what was I talking about? Anyway, I like to use Deep Impact on this map because... Oh, that's not what I was talking about. Spawn traps. Spawn traps, yes. Yes, it's very easy to get spawn trapped on this map because... I don't know, it's just the way the spawns work. If you have a bad team, you will find yourself getting spawn killed quite often on this map, and it is kind of one of the most frustrating things that can happen in this game, is getting spawn killed. So yeah. So if you have a bad team on this map, it can really get on your nerves. And as I was mentioning before, Deep Impact is definitely something I'd recommend on this map, because like you see me doing in this round, a lot of people like to take cover behind the railings, like I am here. And Deep Impact allows you to shoot through those railings without losing a whole lot of damage per bullet, so it definitely comes in handy when people try to take cover behind this railing or go prone or something like that. So I'd say it's probably a must for the map like this. And I like to use that stairway over there for cover. That's something I like to do because not only does it provide you with good cover, but it gives you a way out in case things get too rough. And having an escape plan in this game is always a big plus, because it can allow you to escape from situations where you would probably die otherwise. So if you can, try to always have an escape plan. Anyway, this game is coming around to an end. I try to make the mistake, not make the mistake here of getting too aggressive near the end of the game. I know a lot of players oftentimes are victim to this as well, where you see the game is almost over, so you get more aggressive, and it oftentimes leads to deaths. And if you see in my videos, you will see that a lot of the times I die near the end because I get too aggressive, and it's a really bad habit of mine that I'm trying to break. And if you have the same problem, it's definitely something to try to avoid, and that's what I'm trying to avoid here. So as you can see, I'm playing a lot more defensively, and trying not to die again. Anyway, I'd like to once again thank CNanners for mentioning me in his video. Really appreciate it. And make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.